breaking news today.
Please subscribe and check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Our incredible administration has a lot on their plate, as both the president and vice president frequently turn their weekends and holidays into work days as they tirelessly forge ahead to get America back on track. As massive sexual misconduct scandals have erupted in what seems to be a sickening attempt to derail the Trump-Pence administration from succeeding, the one man who was once criticized by the mainstream media for never being alone with a woman who was not his wife, has now dropped everything to be by her side in the hospital. Now we know the heart-wrenching reason for the sudden visit that came as a big surprise, along with something else that happened there that was nothing short of incredible. While much of America was celebrating Thanksgiving with her loved ones, shopping on Friday, and enjoying some downtime and relaxation, Vice President Mike Pence was doing something very different. While he could have been doing the same with his family, he was in the hospital instead because tragedy brought him and his wife there. Pence has proved his pride in our military by honoring those heroes every chance he gets, along with President Trump, who gave them the power back to do their job and defeat our enemies. The fight doesn't come without great sacrifice, which too often means the cost of life or limb. When soldiers are greatly wounded in war, they are treated at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. The holidays can be particularly difficult for those stuck in recovery suffering severe injuries sustained in war. These heroes went from spending Thanksgiving fighting for our country thousands of miles away from family, to spending it in the hospital fighting through pain and limb loss while learning how to live life after. Pence and his wife Karen took time away from their Thanksgiving table to personally thank these soldiers for their service and sacrifice by spending the afternoon with them in the hospital. The Associated Press reports via Fox News. Pence visits injured service members at military hospital. Vice President Mike Pence gave thanks Wednesday for medical professionals who help service members overcome injury, saying during an early Thanksgiving visit with some of those who care for the wounded that they give their best to America's best. Trump and his wife, Karen, met privately with 5 Army members hospitalized at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda. They later met with recovering patients and relatives, doctors and other caregivers at the USO facility on campus. "You give your best to America's best," Pence told the doctors and others gathered together at the USO Warrior and Family Center for a photo as he concluded the visit. "We're all grateful for you and thankful for you. Happy Thanksgiving." Among those with whom Pence spent a few minutes chatting as he went from table to table was a woman whose prosthetic right leg was wrapped in pink gauze tape, a single amputee in a wheelchair and a double amputee also in a wheelchair. This incredible administration is no stranger to hospitals, as both President Trump and First Lady Melania were also recently at Walter Reed. The President and First Lady had the honor of visiting these important patients and presenting one with the Purple Heart. During the visit, President Trump awarded Sergeant First Class Alvaro Barrientos a Purple Heart, the Gateway pundit reported. Sergeant First Class Alvaro Barrientos was injured in Afghanistan recently. Then, something incredible happened that we haven't seen in years. Trump didn't have to spend his day in the hospital nor be the one to award Sergeant Barrientos with the Purple Heart. However, there was nothing more important than showing his respect and his appreciation for this amputee. "When I heard about this, I wanted to do this myself," President Trump said. "Congratulations. Tremendous." The couple posed for several pictures with the war hero. "There's no better person to present this medal to a soldier than a commander-in-chief who genuinely cares." Had Barack Obama still been in office and made the time to arrive at Walter Reed, it would have been an insult to them for the man who stripped the military down to nothing to present it. Trump has built it back up even after Obama urged soldiers to question Trump's authority, saying to criticize our president, Breitbart reported. Too often, especially under Barack Obama, Americans lose sight of the sacrifice made on the battlefield for our freedom. The rights we enjoy here today are defended by brave men and women willing to put their life on the line, which liberals take gross advantage of. While these heroes are facing an enemy in a foreign land that's far outside of an entitled leftist safe space, liberal idiots are back in the land of the free crying for handouts, stomping on our flag, and complaining about fairness. The vice president's visit on Thanksgiving should serve as a reminder of what patriotism, heroism, and being a true American really looks like. The military deserves any and all attention they can get, and Trump announcing that he's presenting this important award should be something commended, not criticized.